We are officially driving the First Edition, $68,359. What's your honest opinion? Do you like the Bronco more or the Wrangler more? Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we are finally taking delivery of my 2021 Ford Bronco First Edition 4-door, finished in Area 51 with the blue interior. I have a bunch of stuff to do today. I have to go and review Nate's Bronco first, which by the way, I'm gonna include a link to his YouTube channel in the description down below. He's gonna do a crazy build with his 2-door First Edition, same exact spec as what I have, but 2-door versus 4-door. So go subscribe to him. His content's gonna be way cooler than mine on the Bronco. You guys will understand that a little bit later. But if you aren't subscribed to my channel already, obviously we've got this Bronco First Edition we're gonna have some content on, but we've got a lot of crazy stuff happening. Obviously we had the mishap happen over with the TRX on the weekend. We have a Wrangler 4xe right now, which you guys can't see because it's through the trees. And, well, I've got to walk through the whole front yard, which is quite a bit, lots of trees here, because we have another car that we're going to be making content on in the next little bit. This is a long walk. I do this like 5 or 6 times, well, more than 5 or 6 times a day. But anyways, we also have the Lexus RCF Fuji. It is one of 60 on the planet. I get this for the week, so yeah, I mean, like, if you guys haven't had a reason to subscribe already, like, this should be, like, well worth the reason. This car's been an absolute blast. I've been driving it for a day so far and put, like, almost 200 miles on it. That's how fun the car is. But yeah, with all that being said, we're gonna head down, go pick up the Bronco, and well, I'm gonna do a bunch of stuff before then, but you guys will, everything will just be like instantaneous for you, so let's get right to it. I love how I'm taking my Bronco's biggest competition to delivery day. I think that is pretty hilarious. I'm gonna pop into e-save mode so we get a little bit of battery life. But if you guys are wondering, the RCF and the Wrangler are not mine. I happen to have like the coolest job on the planet. I literally review cars for a living, and so the manufacturers send me out cars. You know, sometimes I get 1 a week, sometimes I get 2 a week, like this week, and I just have to make videos on it for the reviews to show you guys, obviously. And so yeah, it's kind of like the coolest job ever. A lot of people have been like mentioning that to me lately, and I'm like, you know what? You're right. But anyways, let's take this Wrangler to a Ford dealership and go and buy a Bronco. So we've officially made it over to the Ford store, and I want to show you guys something quickly that I'm going to be reviewing today. It is this Bronco that has been lifted, has 35s and a fender flare delete. Pretty crazy stuff. You guys will probably see that review before this video. But any remarks from John Jenks on the Bronco First Edition, my spec? Okay, we actually, you know, since you said Nate called me out, now we got to call it Nate. Does mine look better or does Nate's look better?
For off-roading, Nate's looks better. For cruising around, picking up chicks, yours looks better, has more room. And I will say your interior matches the exterior beyond what we thought it would, just because you had the certain color you did.
See, I picked the right choice, doing the blue interior with the Area 51. And I would show you guys the Bronco, but I have to pay for it first. So we're gonna go to the bank. We gotta get a really hefty check. And we're actually going to be taking the Wrangler 4xe because I got to see what you think about driving over in a Rubicon hybrid.
Well, it has Scotch tape on the bumper.
Yes, it does, because it's kind of falling apart. Jeep quality. Oh yeah. So we're over here at the America First in Provo, and we are officially heading back. Got the check for all of the money, and I just got a warning that this needs an oil change. Jeeps. So I don't want to show the rest of the check, obviously, because it has account information, but there we go. $68,359.60. RIP the old bank account. That's all I gotta say. So now that we are back again, I will give you guys a tour of the Bronco, and guess what? They have another First Edition that's also finished in Area 51, but that one has the black interior, so I guess we'll look at this one so you guys can see just how nice the navy interior is on the Bronco. So again, this is the black interior. Same exact package as mine. You can see how, I mean, it doesn't look bad or anything like that. You can see it's just all kind of dull and black, and that's okay. But now we have to walk over to mine, and so you guys can officially see the new Bronco First Edition, again, finished in Area 51. I'll be having a full review on my particular Bronco coming up pretty soon. But the biggest thing, look at the difference with the interior. So you guys can see, you've got the navy here, and definitely just pops out a little bit more. And then with the seats, again, you've got the kind of like the gray mixed with the navy, especially there in the center, you can see a little bit better. And the back seats kind of show it a little bit more prominently, you can see, just because of how they shaped them and everything. But yeah, I think that looks so much better. But yeah, that's the Good old First Edition. I don't have the key on me right now. I'll get it in a second. But it's exciting to finally see it after like, I think a year or something like that. It's been a while. Yeah, looks cool. Look at that. It's crazy to see both of them right next to each other. Now, I just finished doing all of my reviews for today. I did a review on the First Edition and then on the Wrangler, like, well, actually a comparison between them. I haven't done my like standalone video on that Wrangler yet. But anyways, what we're gonna do is we're actually going to go pick up someone very special. We're gonna pick them up in the Wrangler, not the Bronco, because we're gonna have them drive in the Wrangler first and then the Bronco second, and we're gonna have them pick which one they like better. And this is not a car person, so this is just gonna be like a non-car person picking this out. So we'll see what happens. Okay, we are back and we have an important question. Person that is running away. What do you like about the Wrangler and what do you not like about the Wrangler?
I like that it's red.
Okay, we got the color going for us. What else?
It's fun to be passenger in because I haven't actually driven it. I don't think that there's anything really wrong with it, as long as you can expect some road noise, because you know you can take all the doors off and stuff, so it's not sealed, so it's gonna be loud while you're driving.
Yeah, it's literally like being inside of an airplane on takeoff on the highway, pretty much. It's horribly loud. But now we have to go look at the Bronco. Okay, so now we have to get the expert opinion on the Bronco First Edition. What do you think of it so far before we drive it?
Oh, I was gonna say we only drove it like 100 feet, so I really have no opinion.
But what about how it looks?
It looks fine.
Does it look cooler or not as cool as the Jeep?
Well, they're not side by side, so I'm gonna have to walk around a little bit. It depends on what you like. I personally like the look of Jeeps, so I'm biased. But it looks nice.
That's an L. We spend so much money on this and we're already losing. But now we're gonna take it out and drive it.
It's cool.
Oh, we got a win there. We got the startup graphics. Those are cool. We are officially driving the First Edition. This is like my third time driving one because, well, I drove this earlier today and then I drove Nate's earlier and then I drove one in Colorado, and so yeah, lots of driving with the First Editions. Now, the one thing that I really like about the Bronco compared to the Wrangler is the fact that it has the independent front suspension, so it's smoother.
Way smoother.
Yes, way smoother. We got our expert opinion that it's way smoother. And then the other thing is it's just more stable. And then this one, having the hardtop, is a lot quieter in the interior, as you guys can hear. We are continuing along with our little route in the Bronco. And one thing that I also want to mention is this feels more car-like than the Wrangler in pretty much every single aspect. It's just very, very comfortable, and I think we're good. Oh yes, we got a green light. We win. I know this is not super exciting, but this is the whole test drive lifestyle. Are you holding up?
Yeah.
We're holding up. We're winning right now, guys. Okay, so we just got back from driving the Bronco, and now, what's your honest opinion? Do you like the Bronco more or the Wrangler more?
So you're in one of these for the experience, right? I like the Wrangler more because it's more of an experience. It's loud. Like you said, the Bronco feels like a car.
It does.
It feels like a car. Why would you go in that when you can have an adventure with something a little bit more unpredictable and strange?
Unpredictable and strange. That is the best possible answer. So I guess in this comparison today, I guess the Bronco loses, even though it's got 35s versus the 33s. It's a little bit taller. It's got the hardtop and everything. Just doesn't give.
Fun.
Yeah, it's just not as fun as the Wrangler. It is slower for sure, so it is what it is. Now I have to put you on the spot. TRX, Wrangler, or Bronco? Choose wisely. Because you've driven my truck too, so you know.
I do like the bright green one.
Okay. You can put your seatbelt on. You're good to stay. And now I am driving this one, aka my old Bronco at this point, right? Because, well, I'm selling it. But anyways, let's talk about how the First Edition drives. So first off, from a ride quality perspective, and I wanted to drive Nate's back to back with this because I wanted to see if you could actually really perceive the difference between a two-door and a four-door, and you can for sure. This feels just a little bit smoother than the two-door. When you go over bumps and everything, yeah, it seems like it just doesn't get as upset as the two-door. But again, if you don't drive them back to back, you won't be able to perceive a difference. Now, I also have been driving around a Wrangler 4xe with a soft top, and you can definitely, like, that soft top is so much louder than this with the hard top. Like, it's a huge huge difference. But yeah, aside from that, I mean, it's comfortable and it's quiet, especially for being a vehicle that you can take the doors off, you can take the top off, all that kind of stuff. It's definitely really well insulated. And again, after driving the Wrangler around for quite some time this week, I will have to say that this is definitely quieter than the Wrangler from an interior perspective. Yeah, and the steering is so much better than the Wranglers.